Guys, Fresh Coast gaming fans, we're at Gamer Sanctuary, best FLGS in Michigan and the Midwest and the world. We are here playing Tyranids, the new codex, against Necrons. Jeremy's awesome airbrush Necrons. I'll go over my force really quick. I have a winged hive tyrant as my warlord. Well, he'll be the HQ. The warlord one is over here with 2 bone swords. And he has a tyrant guard with him. He has regeneration, so hopefully he'll be alive for a little bit. For troops, I have termagants, 15 of them with devours, 15 of them with flesh borers, and a termagon. For fast attack, I have 20 gargoyles. They're really awesome with the new codex. We'll see how they work out tonight. And 6 strikes for synapse. For heavy support, I have 3 carnifexes with devours, and for elite, Alright, so Jeremy has Necrons, and he's going to talk a little bit about his force using the Force Org chart. Okay,
starting with the HQ, I got standard Overlord, Mind Shackle Scarabs. He has a Court, 2 Despair attacks with Flamers. One's got a Veil of Darkness. Then moving on to Elites, I have the Death Marks, which will be flying in one of the Night Sice.
Croissants.
I haven't played in 3 months, I think. Then we find the Night Sice with a Despair attack for the AP1 Strength 8 Flamer. I have a squad of 20 warriors that will go with the Overlord for standard troops, as long as 2 squads of 5 of the Immortals, also Night Sice. Moving on to fast, I have a squad of 6 Wraiths with whip coils, and they'll be led by a Destroyer Overlord with a War Scythe and a 2+ armor save. Also have a squad of 5 Scarabs. And then rounding out for heavy, I have 3 Annihilation Barges.
Alright, so we're going to play Big Guns Never Tire. This is our board here. It's kind of a jungle theme. We have a lot of aquarium terrain here at GS that Fresh Coast has donated to the store. It looks really cool, so we're using that. Check back after turn 1 to see what's happened.
Okay.
All right, we are in deployment. We just finished, and you can see the Tyranids are all strung out here. I got a bunch of gaunts on the left with devours and flesh borers. Hive Tyrant right in the middle. Carnifex is holding the line. Venomthropes are providing shrouded to almost every model in the army, which is pretty awesome for 1 unit of Venomthropes. And Gargoyles over on the right flank. Screening the Shrikes. Jeremy has deployed as well. He has Scarabs on the right flank with the Annihilation Barges in the middle and Warriors, and then his Wraith thingies on the left with a Lord that has Scarabs or Shackles and a 2+. Alright, so let's see if I can steal the initiative. Alright, so we got bottom of turn 1. Jeremy advanced up with his Necrons and shot at the Tyranids, killed something like 4 Gargoyles and a Carnifex. Even with his 3-up save, went down pretty quick. And I think 1 Carnifex also took a wound. Let's see what the Tyranids can do to respond. So this is his move up. On the left, the Wraiths moved up, the Scarabs moved into the ruins. Alright, so bottom of turn 1, the Tyranids advance and take some shots. Over here I killed a Scarab base. Over there I killed 2 Wraiths, and the Destroyer Lord took a bunch of hits. You can see the Gargoyles ran up. That Tyrant cast Onslaught on them. I probably should have cast it on the Carnifexes so that they could get into range to shoot. Tactical mistake, but first game with my codex, you know. And over here, the other Tyrant moved up, cast Onslaught on those Gaunts so they could shoot the Scarabs up, hopefully get them down. So let's see what Jeremy's going to do. He's got reserves coming in this turn.
Top
of turn 2, the Necrons advanced. Jeremy went balls to the wall and tried to get his leader into my backfield with a deep strike, or sorry, into the midfield, and landed on his Destroyer Lord, so they are in ongoing reserve. Not nearly as bad as it could have been. And they will deep strike again next turn and shoot me, so that's good for him. On the right, oh, we have to do the close combat. Yeah, I gotta fly over there, it's trick 10. Okay, so close combat over here, the Scarabs did 5, I did 5, he saved 4 of them, I saved none. So the Gaunts lost combat, but they're fearless. I'd really like them to be out of combat so they can shoot. The Wraiths failed a 5.5-inch charge. They went 4, 5, so they are going to get shot next turn. And the Croissants and the Barges killed another Carnifex. They're terribly underperforming, but I guess that's what happens to my favorite unit. So he is putting a ton of wounds on them, so I have to save them, and it's tough. All right, let's see what happens.
30, right?
All right, bottom of turn 2. Yeah. The Tyranids advanced across the field. These Gaunts got held up still, which is good for me. 40k backwardsness. I'm in combat, so I can't be shocked. Over here, Jeremy made something like 20 plus saves on those guys between Devourer shots, Flesh Borer shots, and Shrike shots. Didn't take any wounds. I did kill 2 of them in close combat, I think, and he killed a warrior and some gargoyles. Over there, my Hive Tyrant skyfired that croissant thing, and he made 4 Jinx saves, of course, and even with a pen, and I definitely didn't do anything. So I was emboldened after my last turn, but we'll see what happens now. So top of turn 3, croissants are flying over. They did a bunch of shots. The Hive Tyrant failed a bunch of saves. He's got 1 wound left. Those things killed the Venom Thropes with Strength 8 AP1 anti-cover template thing that kills stuff that relies on cover. The Carnifex somehow survived shooting from all those immortals. He has 1 wound left. And the Hive Tyrant took 2 wounds from those barges.
But I can see your ethereal.
Alright.
Yeah, base.
Alright. Bottom of turn 3, the Tyranids engaged. The Carnifex and a bunch of other stuff shot up the warriors, killed some of them. Carnifex managed to live through the Overwatch and then died to a Necron warrior, of course. Over here, the Gargoyles continue to blind that unit, and they are just stopped up. They killed a warrior this turn, a Shrike. And this guy killed all of those immortals, so let's see what happens. Top of turn 4, this is probably our last turn. Alright, the last turn of the game. We just did 1 whole battle report for this turn. Jeremy rolled insane dice. Not really, but I rolled terrible. Yeah. Out of, I think, 43 shots, I did 2 wounds on that Necron warrior unit.
9 wounds. 2 unfailed saves.
You saved 7 out of 9. That combat still went, and my gargoyles fled eventually after the Shrike died. Jeremy did point out I held up like a 500-point unit with about 320. I could see gargoyles being a crazy, annoying, really annoying thing because you can take 90 of them in a list in your fast attack, multi-assault, and make everything weapon skill and ballistic skill 1. Plus it takes all that time to move all those models. That would be really annoying in tournament play. Both of my Tyrants died last turn. It was awful. But overall, with some tweaks, I think this list could do some stuff. Especially Shrikes are not very good, so probably switch those out for more Gargoyles and figure out some other things. From Gamer Sanctuary, take it easy, and we'll put in some more reports for the rest of the campaign. Have a good one.